All right, welcome back to Wellness in the Low Country. So we have established now that dieting doesn't work to lose fat and exercise isn't efficient at burning fat. I said right before we went to commercial break that this is where technology comes in, how we use technology every day. So what do we do? What can we do to more efficiently burn this fat? Here's how it works. It's very simple. LED light technology has been around for a long time. We use technology in a lot of different ways in health to help us, whether it's for diagnostic testing such as x-rays or CAT scans or ultrasounds. We use technology on a daily basis to help us in medicine. We would be very, very challenged. We would be set back centuries if we didn't use that technology. Similarly, LED light technology actually at the right frequency, in the right device, in the right setting, can target fat cells. It targets those fat cells, releasing the fat, releasing the toxins. You see, toxins are stored in our fat cells. And if you don't do anything to get rid of the toxins, you won't get rid of that stubborn fat. People say, oh, I'm dieting, I'm exercising, I'm losing here, I'm losing in places I don't want to lose, but this stubborn fat still persists, right? This is where I want to talk to you a little bit about fat. You see, not all fat is equal. Fat isn't fat. There are different types of fat. Just underneath the surface of our skin, we have what's called subcutaneous fat. Now, this is the stuff that you can pinch. This fat actually serves a purpose. It helps us in regulating our body temperature. It's a storage place, which is why if I, as a surgeon, go in and artificially, surgically remove fat, say through liposuction or cool sculpting or a tummy tuck, well, when I suck that fat out from certain places, the fat cells in other places will blow up. They will increase in their size because the body's saying, hey, I just lost some storage space. I need that storage space. I'm gonna get it from somewhere else. This is why so many folks will get lipo or other procedures done and say, well, yeah, it worked there for a little bit, but I had that pain, I had that scarring, I had that downtime, I had that recovery, and then the fat came back at other places. The body isn't designed to be operated on. Surgery at times is absolutely necessary, but until you get to that point, you don't want to have surgery unless you absolutely need it. Speaking as a surgeon, I tell my patients in my practice every day, you don't want to have surgery unless you absolutely need it. Surgery is viewed by the body just like any other trauma. It's being cut on. So it will try to heal that. It forms scar tissue, inflammation. These are all things that set our body back. We're never quite the same after surgery as we were before surgery. Now, you've got a ruptured appendix, you've got a bad gallbladder, that joint needs to be replaced. Absolutely, there are times when we need to have surgery done, and thank God we have the technology and the techniques that we do now to help in those situations. But if that's not the case, then you don't want to opt for surgery unless you absolutely have to. And I hope that makes sense to everyone. So, what can we do outside of surgery? Well, first, let me take you back to fat. Subcutaneous fat, the stuff right underneath the surface of the skin. With surgery, that's the only type of fat that I can reach. Behind the rib cage, surrounding all of my organs, is what's called visceral fat. This is the dangerous fat. This is the unhealthy fat. This is the fat that literally chokes our organs. This surrounds my liver, my pancreas, my spleen. It surrounds my intestines. It surrounds my heart. This fat is all over. Up here, though, it is bound by the rib cage, so it doesn't stick out. Down here, it's bound by the pelvis, so it doesn't stick out. In between there, there's no bones holding that back. So what happens? That's where we get that stubborn fat. Oh, I've put on this gut. Now, our bodies, for different reasons, metabolic changes, our hormone levels change. What ends up happening is we lose our ability to metabolize, to be able to get rid of that visceral fat. Now, this visceral fat, why is it significant? Well, according to the Mayo Clinic, they did a fantastic article on belly fat, December of 2017, and in that article they say excess visceral fat, even in people with a healthy BMI, excess visceral fat causes high blood sugar, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, fatty liver, inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation is the root of all disease, including cancer. All those other things we talked about, blood pressure, cholesterol, fatty liver, blood sugar, these lead to heart disease, liver disease, diabetes, and cancer. Visceral fat has a direct impact on our health. Harvard Medical School followed that up, and they took it a step even further. They say for health, it doesn't matter how much you weigh, but how much abdominal fat you have. There's a direct correlation with the amount of abdominal fat you have and the degree of health problems that we have. This is important. This is why most people get stuck in these routines and get frustrated. I can't get rid of this stubborn fat. Well, that stubborn fat is loaded up with toxins. If we're not doing anything to detoxify, and in fact we're doing the opposite, we're eating processed foods, we're surrounded by Wi-Fi, radiation, stress, all of these things affect our body in a negative way and increase our toxin load. We need to decrease the toxin load. We need to be cognizant of what we're putting in our bodies, avoiding processed foods. Eat real food. It's that simple. If it comes in a box or a package and you have to microwave it and it's got the shelf life of a Twinkie, it's probably not all that healthy for us. Eat real food, detoxify. Toxins are stored in your fat. If you don't get rid of the toxins, you won't get rid of the fat. And there are a lot of great ways to do that. We'll do that on another show in the future. Detoxify, use LED lights like FastFit body sculpting technology does. Those LED lights actually help to release the toxins, release the fat. What did that do? Well, when you release that fat is now out there waiting to be burned. It's waiting to be metabolized, waiting to be converted into energy. We just put you in fat burning mode. Before, you had to exercise 25 minutes continuously, keep my heart rate in a certain target range before I get into fat burning mode. With FastFit body sculpting technology, you come in twice a week, 45 minutes, relax in a spa-like setting. The lights target the fat cells, releasing that out. Now you're in fat burning mode. You leave and you go for a walk. It's that simple. Now when you walk for 30 minutes, you're gonna burn pure fat for 30 minutes, not just 5. You decide to walk for 45 minutes, you burn pure fat for 45 minutes. That 2 times a week you go crazy and decide you're gonna walk or get on your bike or whatever your form of exercise is, and you do it for an hour, you burn pure fat for an hour. You see, on the 2 days a week that you come and you get the LED light treatment, you will be in control of how much fat you choose to burn. It's really that simple. There is no pain, there is no surgery, there is no downtime, there's no recovery, there's no wound, therefore there's no wound healing, no wound infections, there's no prescriptions. We actually don't need all that. Our body has the ability to burn fat. Unfortunately, we lose that ability to burn visceral fat somewhere right around the age of 40. This is where we use technology now to give the body back its natural ability that it had all along without doing anything artificial. So how did this start? How does this all happen? Let me tell you a little bit about FastFit body sculpting. It actually started here, right here in the Low Country, right here in Moss Creek actually, so Bluffton, Hilton Head area. And the founder of the company, a gentleman by the name of Doug Zuko, he actually was eating very clean, working out 2 times a day, in fantastic shape, but he had a heart attack. And when he did the research to find out why, and this is with normal blood pressure, etc., when he did the research and found out why, it was because he had a high visceral fat level, despite eating clean, despite exercising regularly. He had to put together, do the research on his own, and found out about LED light technology. This technology has been around. It's been being used in various different realms. And that's how FastFit got started. Now, that was 4 years ago. Actually, 4 years ago this month. So FastFit is celebrating its 4th anniversary, and to do that, FastFit is putting together a pretty sensational promotion, a buy one, get one free. You can call to get more information about that. It's 1-800-FASTFIT. That's super easy, or fastfitbodysculpting.com. Go check it out. I can tell you personally, from a physician's perspective, that it is healthy. Getting rid of visceral fat is very healthy. Building muscle, building bone density, improving the body's circulation, improving our cellular function, improving our hydration. These are all very important things for the body, for our health in general, not just related to fat loss. And when you're able to accomplish that and lose that dangerous, unhealthy visceral fat, now all of a sudden it's not just about looking good, it's also about feeling good. It's all about getting the body back to its healthy place where it used to be. It's really just that simple, and it's really that important. Now, great things have been happening for FastFit in those 4 years. Golden Oyster Award through the Chamber of Commerce for being recognized as a homegrown large business that's providing an invaluable service to the community. Best of Bluffton, Best Weight Loss Center. Fantastic things are happening. This is a small town we live in. You can't do something bad and continue to grow without everybody knowing about it. FastFit has the fantastic reputation that it does because it works. It's guaranteed. The guarantee is 3 to 9 inches lost within 45 days. Everybody wins. Everybody gets the result. Thanks for being with us today in Wellness in the Low Country. I look forward to talking to you in our next episode soon.